Whether you love Elon Musk or you hate Elon Musk, we can all agree on one very simple thing: that he needs a lot more than just a boatload of silver. He actually needs a mountain. And that is exactly what he did. He bought a silver mine. See, silver is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity, electricity, and light sensitivity. Well, silver is used a lot in satellites, Starlink, EVs, Tesla, solar panels, Solar City, and rockets, SpaceX. All of Elon Musk's companies require heavy, and I mean heavy amounts of silver, and it is getting more competitive as silver is more scarce, and every single year we are setting record-breaking supply deficits. We need silver at alarming rates. So someone like Elon Musk, of course, is going to be aware of this increasing problem, and he is someone who said, screw finding a source, I will be the source for myself, which is a genius move, as some think he is. Well, a lot of companies, unfortunately, won't be buying a silver mine, and they will be too late to the party. Everyone wants a slice of the silver pie, but there's simply not enough pie to go around. I always say I think the consumers will turn into the producers, and the producers will turn into the consumers. The people like you and I that just simply want the silver will be able to sell it to the people that need the silver, and we will be able to set the price because there's only so much silver. And once all of it is gone, and there's only so much silver in the Earth's crust, most silver's thrown away, a lot of silver's being held, and it's getting harder and harder and harder to get a hold of with these supply deficits. The people like Elon, and not even he's just a mascot. Think of Elon, but on a much bigger scale, with anything that has to do with technology. All of those companies trying to get their hands on silver. Well, there's going to be a situation where you better hope they find silver if you want the newest, latest iPhone, right? And silver is not just used for little, irrelevant things like an iPhone. Not saying an iPhone is irrelevant, but when you look at a bigger scale, I mean, we're trying to push zero net emissions by the year 2050 with going green. Or what about the use of silver in military? Do you think we're just going to stop, we're going to stop engaging in war because we don't have enough silver for missiles? By the way, there's 500 ounces of silver in a single Tomahawk missile. There's up to 11,000 ounces in a torpedo, or some of the torpedoes. Do you think we're just going to stop because we don't have enough silver? No. They're going to find a way to get it, and the ones that have it will be able to set the price as it becomes more scarce and a rare commodity. And that's the situation that we are quickly headed towards. We're not there yet, but I always say by the year 2025, 2026, I think it will be inevitable to hide silver's true value and minus the manipulation and the corruption of COMEX. So we are in a very interesting predicament. And I wanted to pull up an article titled, "Does Elon Musk have an influence on the price of silver?" Now, this is a very well-written article. They even go into his silver mine. So they cover a lot of different things. And folks, if you enjoy silver, if you want to be updated on a daily basis of the newest, latest information, along with lots of other, just interesting and important, relevant things regarding silver or geopolitics, since that also affects the price of silver, or anything in between, make sure you click subscribe and click the bell. Buckle up, grab some popcorn, kick your feet up, because today's video is going to be a good one. Unless you've been under a rock for the last 10 years, you've probably heard of Elon Musk, the visionary behind Tesla and SpaceX. While he's trying to transform the world personally, he's also been known for his ability to disrupt markets and influence prices. One such commodity currently under his radar is silver. This precious metal, which plays an important role in several of Musk's ventures, could see significant price movement thanks to the tech mogul's actions and the growth trajectories of his company. Now, he has his eye on silver, of course. That's a given. But to just show the power that Elon Musk has behind what he is interested in and his influence, a perfect example is Dogecoin. Dogecoin was like a meme cryptocurrency, was worth like 0.0001 penny. It was worth thousandths of a percent of 1 penny. And I'm not exaggerating. But Elon, being the troll he is, he went on Twitter back when it was Twitter before he owned it. And this could even be actually more realization of nowadays if he tweeted on X, on his own platform, what that could do, because I'm sure he could push the algorithms, or I'm sure he does, what he would do if he tweeted about silver. Now, when he tweeted about Dogecoin, he tweeted 4 letters. That's all. All he literally tweeted was 4 letters, DOGE, standing for Dogecoin. He tweeted out those 4 letters, and Dogecoin, which was like a fraction of 1%, skyrocketed thousands of percent from one single tweet. That just shows a little bit of his influence. Now, Dogecoin is a meme, a worthless, useless meme to Elon. But silver is his entire company. Mike Maloney wrote an open letter to Elon Musk urging him to buy silver. He said, Elon, you plan to make this amount of Teslas by the year 2030. If you're buying silver right now at $20, you would be spending around 800 and something million dollars in silver to fulfill your goal. But if you wait until silver is $100, you would have to pay $3.1 trillion. And that's just in his EV business alone, not Starlink or anything else as well. So imagine Elon, once again, just as a mascot, think of this on a much bigger scale. So that's just a little bit of the introduction. I know we're going to get into this article, but there's a lot that I wanted to say before we do so, because honestly, I probably think what I'm saying is much more important. Not more important, but will relate with you more than just reading an article, because the points I'm talking on are very relevant and very important. So without further ado, let's dive into this. Whether you're a current investor or trying to get in before the price of silver skyrockets, it's important to understand Musk's influence on the market to make financial decisions. Keep reading to find out more. Musk's companies and the influence on silver. Okay, I already went over all of this. Silver is the most highly conductive metal for electricity and thermal conductivity and actually light sensitivity. You know, it's used in stuff. It's used in great, in electronics, yada yada, solar panels. We know all that. We know about silver in EVs. Silver is used extensively to create EV batteries, particularly in batteries in the anode and cathode, and the 2 electrodes that allow the current flow. I'm sure you do not care about how silver is actually used, but some important things to note are actually BEVs require even more silver, and the N-type solar cells that are used in solar panels require even more silver. So as we make these EVs and these solar panels more efficient, it's not using less silver, it's using more silver. But since more silver makes said solar panel more efficient, they're willing to do that, which is even more alarming in terms of the longevity of silver on this planet. So just think about that, but on a much bigger scale, since silver is used for so many different things. So, silver is also used to create electric vehicles, charging plugs, and contacts. I mean, we also have silver in AI chips as AI is exploding. Everything and anything you could think of. Tesla's solar division. In addition to cars, Tesla expanded its division into solar panels through Tesla's solar roof and conventional solar panels. So Elon is in this all the way. He has to know about how important of a role silver plays for him. And he's actually tweeted about silver, which we will be going over in this video. He actually followed Wall Street Silver on Reddit or on Twitter, which, of course, Wall Street Silver is the guys from GameStop and AMC that took over the markets, and then they focused their attention on silver after they got rich off GameStop and all those. So in addition to cars, Tesla has exploded into Tesla's solar roof and conventional solar panels. These installations allow homeowners to generate their own renewable electricity. reduce dependence on the grid, lower utility bills, and shrink their carbon footprint. I'm sure you don't care about how these things work. If you do, well, there you go. Here's the article, noblegoldinvestments.com. So Musk's vision of a solar-powered future, coupled with his influence and resources, has the potential to reshape the solar energy sector. His advocacy could accelerate the adoption of solar energy, indirectly fueling the growth of the silver industry. Now, here's another point, though. Since Elon is so heavily, in the silver market, he obviously doesn't want the price to go up. Like Mike Maloney already did the math. If silver goes to $100, his cost of production would literally triple. So, of course, he's not going to tweet those 5 letters, SILVER, because silver and Dogecoin are 2 completely different things. He doesn't need Dogecoin. So he's not going to be publicly promoting silver. That would be a terrible idea, a terrible business plan for him. You get it? And I've actually made a few videos. Elon Musk was interviewed on the Nelk podcast, and Elon directly mentioned silver without mentioning silver, but only silver stackers like you and I would even understand that he's talking about silver. The average Nelk or average person that watched that podcast, it went right over their head. They had no idea that he was talking about silver. But it was very obvious that he was. Just type in Elon Musk on the Nelk podcast. Actually, I made an entire video breaking it down. But yeah, it's quite obvious. So, SpaceX putting silver in the cosmos. And by the way, actually, let me pause real quick. He also mentioned, and when they showed his portfolio, he was putting everything he owned out of the dollar into, it was Bitcoin. You used to be able to buy Tesla with the Bitcoin. It was gold, Bitcoin, gold, and a couple other things. But do you think it was just those things? Because it was physical. And then that's when David Morgan wrote a letter to Elon Musk, also mentioning. But it wasn't the same perspective of Mike Maloney's letter to Elon Musk. It was actually more coming from you better be buying the physical, not just silver, because he was talking about these ETFs and things that Elon was mentioning with gold or whatever, saying you got to get into physical silver. So it was two different letters. When I interviewed David Morgan on this channel, which you guys can go watch, just type in Silver Slayer David Morgan or go to my podcast tablet and it's on there. So you guys can go check that out. If you guys want me to interview David Morgan again, then, let me know in the comment section. But it's a very important point. So, SpaceX putting silver in the cosmos. SpaceX ambitious projects such as its Starlink internet service envision deploying thousands of satellites in space. This project, which aims to provide high-speed internet worldwide, could significantly increase demand for silver. Constantly exposed to the harsh, fluctuating temperatures of space, satellites require effective thermal management to function optimally. Silver is incorporated into different areas of the satellites to regulate and distribute heat, ensuring their longevity and reliability. So Musk's influence on silver's price, in addition to his company's influence on silver, Elon Musk has directly impacted the precious metal. However, this shouldn't come as a shock, as Musk is known for his forays into new industries and his ability to disrupt markets. So Musk's tweet about silver in February 2021, Musk tweeted, "Silver is the new GameStop," caused a surge of interest in silver among investors. I actually didn't know that he tweeted that. So he's the one that sparked Wall Street silver? Or was he relating this to Wall Street silver? Was Elon Musk the one that started that? Because that was exactly when Wall Street silver started. And it was GameStop moving to silver. So, because I always wondered, why did these GameStop guys, how did they even know about silver? But if Elon Musk was the one that tweeted this, then everyone knew what to do. And by the way, when Musk tweeted this, what did silver do? It went from like $16 or whatever to like $30 within 2 weeks. So he definitely could influence the markets. Don't quote me on what the price was before 30. I forget. That was a long time ago. But it shot up to like $28, $29 within like literally 2 weeks, and you couldn't buy silver anywhere. Anywhere you looked, they were either not taking orders, or there were delays so far out that it wasn't even worth it, or you'd be the sites would crash. I remember trying to get silver, but I would be in the add to cart tab for so long and it wouldn't load, so it was insane. It was insane, absolutely. So I didn't know that. I'll have to look into this more, if he really did tweet that. So anyways, caused a surge of interest in silver among investors. The tweet was about GameStop short squeeze. Oh, so he tweeted after the fact. Okay. So I know he followed Wall Street Silver on Reddit or Twitter, but I didn't know that he actually tweeted about it too. So the tweet was about GameStop short squeeze, where a group we already know that. So rumors surrounding Musk buying a silver mine. Rumors are also growing in investment circles that Musk may purchase a silver mine, fueled by Tesla and SpaceX need for silver. If the rumors of Musk acquiring a silver mine are confirmed, it could have a massive impact on the silver market. Demand for silver is already increasing with the movement toward clean energy, and an acquisition by Musk would likely cause the price per ounce of silver to skyrocket, making it an attractive investment opportunity for those looking to diversify their portfolio. Now, this article was written December 5th, 2023. I'm pretty sure that by now it is confirmed. I can't say for sure. I've never seen it. I've never seen a silver mine, and obviously, like, this wouldn't be something that I think would be too obvious. I mean, if he was going to do this the right way, I don't think it'd be so public, but who knows? He is a pretty public person nowadays. Another thing to take note of is the top silver mines in the United States are Hecla Mining and First Majestic Silver. You also have like Pan American and stuff, but some of the biggest ones, actually the biggest this year, was Hecla Mining. The CEO is Phillips Baker. The CEO of First Majestic Silver is Keith Neumeyer, which, by the way, I love Keith Neumeyer. Not such a big fan of Phillips Baker at all. I actually caught him contradicting himself in the Silver Institute seminar. I watched it actually live. Regardless, Keith Neumeyer exposes the silver shortage. He's a real one. He's very open and honest about the lack of silver, as he's one directly digging it out the ground with his bare hands, as he owns one of the biggest silver mines. But regardless, guess how much silver they dig out annually per year? Because remember, global demand was 1.2 billion ounces, or 1.21 billion ounces, something like that. They're predicting maybe 1.4 billion ounces. By the way, supply or production is around like 850 million on a good year mined out of the Earth's crust. So what do you think the top silver mine in America, which was Hecla Mining, what do you think they produced last year? Remember, 1.2 billion ounces. So what do you think? What if I told you it was less than 100 million ounces for the top silver mine? What if I told you that it was less than 50 million ounces from the top silver mine? What if I told you it was less than 20 million ounces? 16 million ounces was actually a record, very good year for Hecla Mining. Only 16 million ounces when we're talking about a global demand of 1.21 billion. That is not even that's not even a dent into, that's not even one bite out, that's not even a nibble out of the silver pie, by the way. So, and that's the biggest mine. So I think Keith Neumeyer said 10 million ounces from him. Can't remember exactly, but yeah. So just think about that for a second. So, yeah, anyways, now let's keep moving on. Musk's association, or actually no, Is that where? Yeah, we are. The power of Musk having an influence on markets. Musk's mere association with a company or industry can dramatically increase stock prices, as seen with Tesla, SpaceX, and numerous other companies. His comments, especially on social media platforms such as Twitter, have even led to fluctuations in the value of certain commodities and cryptos. And yeah, he definitely, I mean, they're talking about Dogecoin here, right? Look at this. Musk's tweet about Dogecoin led to a staggering 800% increase in 24 hours. All he did was tweet out DOGE and shot Dogecoin up 800% in 24 hours. That is insane. So, and just remember, I got to keep reiterating this. Silver, I mean, just really think about this. Elon is just the mascot for the silver shortage. Like Elon, yes, he has a lot of companies in it, but don't just think about his problem with silver. He's actually on the good side of solving it. But think about all of the thousands of other tech companies and all the other uses for silver and all the things we're trying to do with military. They're not all buying silver mines, or, not, some of them aren't, probably a lot of them aren't even aware of the silver shortage, or, because prices aren't doing too much. Yes, they've gone up, but it's probably that they're probably not understanding how much higher it could go, or not even just that, the lack of silver there is, or how much is left. I mean, who knows what these companies are aware of, or their resources that they need, or how dry they are running out. So it's a situation where you got to take note of, because that would directly affect the market, right? Like investment demand and industrial demand are two different things. A lot of people think with the silver shortage, oh, I won't be able to go buy Eagles anymore. That's a completely different category. The investment sector and industrial sector are two completely different, beasts on their own, and they both have their own controversial, highly complex situations between themselves for different reasons, though, right? When the U.S. Mint's having a hard time finding silver planchets, that's not because of necessarily the silver shortage. That's more because of the U.S. Treasury can only pay spot price, nothing above of what the current spot price is, and other countries can. So, of course, sources like the Sunshine Mint, since the U.S. Mint outsources all their silver now, they stopped using in-house production to make their coins. So they're at the mercy of other mints, and since the U.S. Mint can only pay spot price and other mints can pay above spot price, of course, Sunshine Mint is going to want to sell to other mints that can pay much higher prices. We legally cannot. The U.S. Treasury may not pay above spot price. I went over the entire legal documents of all of that back then. It's a lot more sticky of a situation than that, but just you're getting a little bit of the complex, the effects of how the industrial sector is much different than the investment sector. So it's not the same. Some people don't know the difference, or they try to push the two together, but they're not the same. So, anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I thought this is a very good article. They, if you wanted to talk about this. Oh, actually, they go into some actually interesting stuff down here. I didn't think they would mention this. Consider long-term trends. The United States witnessed a 55% surge in electric cars in 2022 compared to the previous year, with battery electric vehicles, BEVs, taking the spot. Not just EVs, but BEVs actually using more silver. This trend is expected to continue, with projections suggesting that electric vehicles could account for 40% of new vehicle sales by 2030. And nearly all new vehicle sales by 2040. The number of EVs on the road increased significantly from 22,000 to a mere 2 million between 2011 and 2021. As the transition from conventional cars to EVs accelerates, demand for silver in the automotive industry is expected to increase significantly. According to a recent report by Silver Institute, silver demand in the automotive industry could reach 88 million ounces in 5 years. Nearly half of silver production could be needed for EVs by 2030. 2040, which EVs isn't even the biggest sector. The biggest sector is solar. Well, on record, actually, the biggest sector is military and aerospace, which aren't even incorporated in the Silver Institute's annual numbers, which that's very alarming, meaning the silver shortage is actually much bigger than even what is said. So if we have record-breaking supply deficits, they're actually much bigger since we're not even incorporating military and aerospace, which that's a bigger sector than solar, which is the number one on paper combined. I mean, it's insane to think about. So these numbers could actually be much, much shorter since they're going off of, the Silver Institute's going off of numbers that are extremely, extremely modest, under-exaggerated. They're under-exaggerated. So if they say by the year 2040, it could actually be a lot sooner since they're not even they're going off numbers that aren't true. So, anyways, and actually that now it makes a lot more sense why the U.S. Defense Department raided our silver stockpiles, because they know what's up ahead and they know the repercussions and the consequences. So, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to start posting like 2-3 videos a day. Yeah, I'm going to. And I hope you watch them all, because I feel like doing that, and I like doing things I like doing, and I like making videos for you all, and you know, yeah, kick the channel up a little bit. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.